clear. I'm doing this for classic hip-hop fans only. I repeat, classic hip-hop fans only. It's where classic hip-hop fans could come and be immersed in the music, the culture, the energy, and the history of classic hip-hop. We're gonna have great artists, legendary artists, lyricists, superstars, sex symbols. I'm saying this is the place to be if you want uncut, raw, pure classic hip-hop. Educate, share with the new G's, unify all G's. Classic hip-hop meets current culture, Sirius XM, Channel 43, Rock the Bells Radio. So on and popping, baby. You know what it is, you know what it is.
You know what it is. You know what it is. Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the Friday morning, y'all. It's your boy BG. We back in the lab. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 10:17 on the West Coast. You know, the best coast. Good morning. We're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube. I'm going to give y'all my reactions from Thursday Night Football. We got some Cowboys news to discuss. What's going on the defensive line. What's up with Ezekiel Elliott being dumbfounded. We got Jerry's comments to go with that. So we got a lot of things we're going to be talking about here this morning. So I need my green badges to tap in this morning. Bright and early. Let's go. Let's get this algorithm started. I need y'all to raise the bar. You know what to do. You can't get in the gym on a Friday without perspiring. I need that sweat, baby. I need you to raise the bar. Let's get this algorithm going, man. It's taking like a minute for notifications to go out. Let me know in the comments if you got a notification via DM, please. I don't even know if those are working anymore. Like, man, sometimes Facebook works, sometimes it don't. Every morning I get up and I open up my app, I just like, man, what kind of problems am I going to face today? But top of the morning, y'all give me a comment. Let me know the comments are working. Give me a shout out. Let's give you a shout out. Let's get acquainted here on Friday. It's early in the morning, 10:18. We're going to give I'm going to talk a little bit about what I seen last night. I watched the Thursday night football game between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. I was getting my scout on. I was particularly looking at the San Francisco 49ers. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, man, we've got to beat Detroit this week. And we've got to go into the bye week because week 7, we've got the Niners up at the Pants Stadium. And if you don't think they're going to get up for that game, man, wait till Detroit comes in to check in for this game. But good morning, good morning, good morning. What up, Big Val? I see you in the building. Hat Plug is in the building. You want one of them fancy cowboy hats you see everybody wearing? You need to get with my cowboy cousin, Big Val, right there in the building, and get your custom cowboy hat. Good morning, Nicole. Miss Fanatics in the building. I see my green badges. Good morning. She says, I got my DM notification. Thank you very much. I don't know what's going on. I guess people don't want to listen to me no more. But that's all cool because the ones that do tap in, they do. And that's the reason why I'm live, and I want to talk to you this morning. We're going to talk some updates on the Thursday night football. Did y'all watch the game last night? Anybody tapping in this morning? Watched the game last night between the Seahawks and the Niners. I told y'all I had the Niners over the Seahawks, and I think everybody on my timeline said Seahawks. So if that was you, let's come talk about it. I want to understand, why is everybody thinking the Seahawks so damn good? I mean, y'all see Geno out there giving the game away? All them turnovers? Like 12s. I know y'all mad this morning. Wake up, baby. It's Blue Friday 12s. Where you at? What up, Drake? Good morning. How we doing? I see my green badge in the building on the reservation, baby. What's good? Y'all know Drake's a Cowboy fan like us. You see him. What's good, Kenneth? How we doing? Good morning. I see you. What up, top in the building? He says, yeah, I watched the game. Appreciate that. Yeah, what's your thoughts? Well, did anybody who watched the game, what did y'all think about that game last night? I'm going to pull up some of the numbers here, and good God, if you watched that game last night, it didn't look like a lot went on, but it was 36-24, the Niners over the Seahawks. I mean, a total of 60 points was scored last night. I mean, look at this. Total yards, wow. I mean, San Francisco almost had 500 total yards. They had over 200 rushing yards on the ground, and that's what stuck out to me right from the beginning was, damn, the Cowboys can't stop the run, and damn, what happens if they bring CMC back on week 7 like I think they are? Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about it in a minute. We'll get some more stats up here in just a second. Let's get some more shout-outs to see who's rolling with us. Excuse me. Sylvia says, happen to be scrolling, didn't see a notification this time. Or do you ever get notifications via DM? Let me know, Sylvia. Thank you for that feedback. Nicole says, I picked Seattle because I wanted the Niners to lose. Yeah, I know. I've seen a lot of Cowboy fans say they would prefer the Niners to lose. Well, I was on the other side of the fence. I actually want the Niners to win. I want the Niners to be at a good strength. I want them to be all the way 100 because you know when the Cowboys stroll into the Pants Stadium on week 7 and we give them a big old fat L, they're going to be talking about, oh, we was hurt. CMC wasn't in the game. Oh, it ain't the same old San Francisco team. You know how they move the goalposts on us out there, man. Look how they move the goalposts with us in Pittsburgh. Even our own fans and our own fan base move the goalposts faster than the media and all these haters do. You know what I mean? But Drake says, got the notifications, pick San Fran for the win. Good job on that. What up, Lee Harrison? How we doing? Appreciate you tapping in. No notification. Damn, I don't understand. If y'all might not get notifications when I'm on StreamYard. See, I got this love affair between StreamYard and being live on my phone. So normally for creators, when you go live on your phone as a fan page, you're going to probably get all the bells and whistles to act with it. For some reason, it just kind of works that way. But when you're on StreamYard, this platform that I'm on, it's about $60 a month. You can hook up all your social media channels to it. It's like I said, we're streaming on Facebook and YouTube. So shout out to all my YouTube subs over there, keeping us busy. If you're on YouTube, give me a shout out. I want to show y'all some love, showing some YouTube subs, more love over there. But yeah, when you're streaming on multiple locations like this from an external source, it seems like the notifications are affected. It seems like the algorithm is affected. It seems like nobody even knows I'm in the gym. And that's why it's important. You got to do them likes, them comments, and them shares, because the more social currency you give on Built Different Group in terms of our content, it's going to tell the algorithm of Facebook that you like what's going on, and it's going to continue to put our content in front of your timeline. So if you're a fucking hater over here, which I know a lot of y'all are. I know I got a few people that's surveilling me. I know I got some folks in some organizations, some alphabet organizations surveilling me. I understand this. It's chess, baby, not checkers. You know what I mean? It's chess, not checkers. So we're going to get in the trenches either way. We're going to talk about it. My guy, Park Ranger, says he got a notification. There's our 2023 March or February gym rat of the month right there. We see you tapping in, or January gym rat of the month. Joe says, what's good, BG? I see you from Italy, always watching, jumping back and forth from YouTube to Facebook. I see you over there, Joe. I'm going to make sure and give you your love. We know you're not a bot now. Junior says, I'm happy we're getting Bland back and Diggs back. Diggs, Bland side. Yeah. So with that being said, y'all seen the reports about DaRon Bland coming back. That's going to be in a limited role, right? Let me just pull up the my Facebook here so we can go through what's on the timeline for everybody and get everybody up to date. So as a reminder, if you're on Facebook and you're following me here, you got to make sure you check out the featured posts here. You see, we had our special guest, Tiffany Roderick from First and 10 Industries, there with us yesterday. Shout out to all of the ladies, all the fantasy football teams. How did your fantasy football teams do last night, ladies? We got the press box promo here. We got our official sponsor with Red Arc Builders. So if you know somebody in Texas that needs some construction work done and they're a Cowboy fan, make sure y'all check out my guy, Red Arc Construction. Let him give you a consultation. He travels. He does a lot of work out in Dallas, him and his crew. So make sure y'all check out our official sponsor with Red Arc Builders. Hit him up on his number. He's there. If you're new here, you want to make sure to claim the crown. You're going to have a subscription. Excuse me. Got a little something in my throat this morning. And if you're headed to the game this weekend and you're looking for things to do, especially if this is your first time going to a Cowboys game, here's 8 things you can do. We've updated that listicle. Man, I'm going to tell you, there is nobody else out here working as hard for our fan base as your boy. I stand. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this Thursday night football game. So let's get into it, man. Make sure y'all go to the Facebook page and turn your notifications. Like we said, breaking news, like we said. Let me get my shit together. We'll get back to the Thursday night football recap in a minute. Let's talk about some news and notes with your Cowboys. So remember what I've been telling y'all about Ezekiel Elliott? Has anybody been paying attention here? Let me see who's been paying attention. I got some folks paying attention, but y'all don't pay attention. Some of that's going to go right over y'all's head. Kenneth says, glad Bland is back. Yeah, but that's going to be in a limited role. He's coming off of that injury, so we don't know if he's going to be at full strength. Is he going to be able to handle covering an Amon-Ra St. Brown, covering a Sam Laporta? Y'all do know Jordan Lewis and Amon-Ra St. Brown got a little beef boiling, right? So we're probably going to see a lot of Jordan Lewis out there. But, yeah, Bland is back in a limited role. Clem says, yep, I was really surprised at Seattle's lack of preparation. Yeah. Ooh, he's breaking it down right there. That's a new name. Appreciate you tapping in with the context, Clem. Thank you. I seen a pretty superior San Francisco team that went in on the road like I expected and not lose 2 division games in a row. They just lost to the Arizona Cardinals last week. Kelly says Bland's practice window was officially activated Wednesday. The team has until the 30th to roll. to roll him onto the active roster. So that's going to be a slow burn right there. So I wouldn't expect too much out of that. Joe says there will be the first time when Diggs and Bland, well, like you got to pay attention to what Kelly's saying now. Let's not jump the gun. A lot of y'all are going to be expecting to see DaRon Bland out there for a lot of snaps, and he's probably not going to be out there that much. Russell says saving for the playoffs, I guess. We're talking about Zeke, right? How many of y'all remember what I've been saying about Zeke? Some of y'all don't even want to say it because y'all don't want to say I'm right, because y'all want to be right. That's what I see y'all doing over here. Y'all want to be right in my comments. Y'all trying to come and say, you wrong, BG. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. It's all good. What did Jerry say about Ezekiel Elliott? Everybody who's been campaigning for a Dalvin Cook to come off the practice squad. If I'm Rico Dowdle, I'm looking at the disrespect like, man, these fucking fans are disrespectful after I just went out and did what I did against Pittsburgh. And then Mike McCarthy comes out and says the run game's probably going to be looking the same this week against the Lions as it did against the Steelers. So what does that mean? That means if you got Rico Dowdle in your fantasy football lineup, you need to insert him. He will be RB1. I told you guys at training camp that Rico Dowdle was cutting and slashing and dipping and dabbing, baby. He looked like RB1 material. I told you I think Jerry Jones and the Cowboys brought Ezekiel Elliott back for two reasons: short down yardage and pass blocking. Dak has been sacked 12 times in 5 games. And I believe they're keeping his legs fresh because we're going to need that short down power back yardage situation with an experienced Ezekiel Elliott. So for everybody clowning and claiming, oh, we need Dalvin Cook, he's the answer. Look, man, if I'm Rico Dowdle, I'm looking at y'all like, man, what's up with y'all's fucking disrespect on my name? But Jerry Jones came out, and I'll show you exactly what Jerry Jones had to say. If you take a look at it, he says, Jerry Jones explains that the limited use of running back Ezekiel Elliott is intentional. Say what? Some of y'all need to Google that word, intentional. Because you know your boy BG, I'm very intentional over here. He says, as the team is preserving him for later part of the season, saying we're saving him and we should be. I mean, I don't understand why y'all think a 2016 Ezekiel Elliott is just going to magically appear out of nowhere. It's not the case. And no, Rico Dowdle is not the fucking answer. You know, that just kills me about Cowboy fans that go on these fake news campaign trails. Campaigning for somebody you know never going to get elected. Especially when it comes to the starting lineup of the Dallas Cowboys, man. Dalvin Cook is stashed for later. Ezekiel Elliott is stashed for later. Do y'all see what's going on with CMC and the double tendonitis? This dude, everybody, all the hype was to draft him at the beginning of the season for fantasy football. And this dude has been out since, the beginning of the season, right? After the first game. Never played. Now he's scheduled to all of a sudden come back possibly against the Cowboys lineup. Oh, you don't say. That's a primetime game. Y'all do realize after the bye, we come out playing San Francisco on a primetime night game. There's your news right there. If you've been wondering what's going on with an Ezekiel Elliott, yeah, he's being stashed purposely. Why? When you got younger, energized legs in Rico Dowdle, and especially my dark horse who made the team last season, I told you about Hunter Lipke. A lot of folks seen some Hunter Lipke last week against Pittsburgh. We've got some versatile running backs in this running back unit, and we're fortunate we haven't had the injury opponent strike it yet, like it has a lot of other teams. Now, we can't say the same on the defensive side of the ball, right? And speaking on the defensive side of the ball, there was some news that came out. Oh, let's go touch on this. Let's go back and touch on this. Did y'all check out the reel of the interview of CeeDee Lamb and what he really said? What he said came out of his mouth to reporters. Now, if you were running around as one of them goofy ass fucking fans in our fan base saying he said subpar throw, Dak, subpar, you can't fucking read lips. No, you can't. You are terrible at that shit. Like, go get a new job or something. You are not a lip reader. Yeah, you need to check out that new reel that we put up, especially on 88 behavior. So if you're on Instagram, I also shared it there on BDG. If you're on Instagram, make sure you come over here and check me out on Instagram. Follow 88 behavior. All things shaking and moving when it comes to the 88 Club. But yes, let's just listen to it. Let me get this reel up and we'll listen to it here together, because I want everybody who's been running around saying he said subpar throws a subpar Dak or whatever y'all was saying he said. Let's listen to what he actually said.
And make something that's not there. And I don't know if you saw your words to Dak, and people tried to make it seem like it was something else than what it was.
I don't even think people know what I said.
What did you say?
Jump ball.
Yeah,
I was like jump ball. Yeah, jump balls, folks. I mean, he threw a back shoulder.
Right.
And then obviously I had the height advantage on the guy who got the pick. So I was like, throw it up. You know what I'm saying? He understood it. And the message got through. But all that other stuff, that's kind of out the window to me. You know what I'm saying? The media is going to do what the media does. People are going to have their own opinion. Again, me and Dak ain't got no beef, man. That's my locker mate. I don't know what they talking about, but I'm not worried about it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what you goofy ass fans in our fan base are out there fucking talking about. I know exactly what it is. Y'all are fucking programmed. Yeah, you are. You are the programmed ones. You are the problem in our fan base watching these 3- and 4-letter networks. That's why they call it television programming, you know. That's why they call it television program, you know. So we got a bunch of programmed Dallas Cowboy fans running around drinking the Kool-Aid from all these 3-letter and 4-letter networks. Why? Because they have no critical thinking skills. They are so-called professional lip readers. Well, that gig ain't working out for you, player. I think all of y'all who was running around saying subpar and shit like that, y'all need to go take up and find a new job. Put your resume on LinkedIn and start looking for some new work, because the lip reading shit ain't gonna work out for you. Sarah's tapping in with the prototype right there. She says, I can't wait to see Lewis notched up. I bet he has another dominating game. Yeah, he shut down. Last time the Cowboys seen Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jordan Lewis shut him down. And y'all know Jordan Lewis is from Michigan, right? And I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is from Michigan too, right? It's going to be some beef in the backfield, especially this game, because that pass defense of the, well, take that back. That's on the Detroit side of the ball. But when it comes to Jordan Lewis and Amon-Ra St. Brown, you know it's going to be some beef. Thank you, tapping in right there with the context. Yep, Rico. Jane says they're keeping Zeke fresh. Exactly. Drake says, get Rico in my lineup fantasy football. Yeah, I got him in my flex. I mean, he caught a touchdown for a pass. He had, I think, over 60-some yards or something like that. The Cowboys finally eclipsed 100 yards rushing against a stingy Pittsburgh defense. Question is, can the Cowboys get the run game going against Detroit? Because we know Detroit is coming in for a win, y'all. And I got Detroit over the Dallas Cowboys. That's right. They were like, what? BG got picking the Detroit Lions? Yeah, man, I'm standing on business, y'all. That's my picks that I put up at the beginning of the year. I had us losing to Baltimore and Detroit in the first 6 games, going 4-2. Right now, the Cowboys are 3-2. It's been real fucking quiet in OAT on my picks, all you fucking haters. That's my own Cowboy fans in my own damn group. Hey, you don't know what you talking about. I get it, you a super fan and all, but you don't know ball, BG. What happens if the Cowboys beat the Lions here after 6 games? I'm going to be 4-2 going into the bye, just like I planned I would. So I got the Detroit Lions over the Dallas Cowboys simply because I think they're coming back in after last year on that check-in, check-out game. They're coming in with a chip on their shoulder. Dan Gamble, former tight end for the Dallas Cowboys, who has changed the whole city of Detroit around and that whole franchise around. I mean, Jared Goff had a perfect game last week. I mean, Stephen A. Shitbird can't get the dude's jock out of his lips. But hopefully I'm wrong. I hope that I'm wrong. I wasn't wrong about San Fran over Seattle last night, though. But I hope I'm wrong about the Dallas Cowboys losing to the Detroit Lions this week, because I'm hoping the Cowboys are going to come out and start fighting, you know, because our Cowboys are known to get punched in the mouth in the first half and not try to fight back. But that didn't happen in Pittsburgh. And shout out to the others. You know what I mean? Those guys like Tyrus Wheat. All those guys that came in the absence of our edge players. You know what I mean? We had rookies stepping up. You know, a lot of folks having to go to the program and look, what number is that? What player is that? Because I don't recognize him. Because we've been very fortunate on the offensive side of the ball to not take injuries other than Brandon Cooks, which we know Father Time is on his ass like it is DeMarcus Lawrence. But we had a Jalen Tolbert step up, and then that looks like Jalen Tolbert is in wide receiver 2 position for this week going into Detroit. The Detroit Lions have the 21st ranked pass defense in the league right now. That's going to bode well for a CeeDee Lamb and a Jalen Tolbert and a Jake Ferguson, which, by the way, I had George Kittle's blow up my bench last night for 22-something points, 2 touchdowns and all of that. So, yeah, I paid for that one. But I got Jake Ferguson in my starting lineup. Instead, I didn't think Kittles was going to get off. There was some reports about Kittles possibly being hurt going into that San Fran game. I didn't want to, waste any time. Y'all remember when I took a couple of days off for a mental health break? Y'all remember that? Last week I took off a couple of days. I said I'll be back in a couple of days. Y'all want to know what that's about? I'll tell you. Give me just a second. Ben says, hell, it isn't even the media making something out of nothing. Some so-called fans are worse than the media. Thank you. I mean, these goofy-ass fans in our fan base, a lot of them, 100,000 of them on here follow me. I got about 11,000 real diehard fans that follow me here. There's about 100,000 other goofy-ass fans that don't know football, have no critical thinking skills, and they run around because they're programmed by the television. James says, Cowboy fans are so quick to drink the controversy Kool-Aid. Stop waiting for this team to implode. Yeah, they have no faith. I have discovered that most fans that run around and just spew hate online all day and all night, they don't like their life. They're unhappy with their lives. Drake says, love me some good rival football. Lewis and St. Brown going to be good. Yeah, it is. That secondary with Lewis back there and Trayvon Diggs, we're going to see a little bit possibly of DeRon Bland back, which is going to bode well, especially for offensive coordinators to have to try to take a look at this defense because you got to factor in both DeRon Bland and Trayvon Diggs. Both of them are thieves. They know how to steal. Pretty good at it. But yeah, let's get back to the timeline here. Make sure y'all check out the timeline this morning as we're going over multiple things when it comes to our team in the football league this week, going into week 6. So if you got questions, throw them up there in the comments. Make sure let's see if stars are working. If you got a specific comment you want me to answer, you can ask me anything. Attach some stars to it. It could be anything. Football, outside of football, whatever. Why did I go on a 2-day hiatus for a mental health break? Throw some stars up there if you want to know why and ask me a specific question. I'll be happy to answer it for you here today. Yeah, because everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth, right? We've been talking about that. We know the Detroit Lions are coming in to punch the Dallas Cowboys right square in the mouth. How are the Cowboys going to respond? And you see here, Ezekiel Elliott, this is what tempted Jerry to go out in the media and say that he's been stashed is Ezekiel Elliott had said the word dumbfounded on why he's not getting as many opportunities. I think he knows why. And speaking of Micah Parsons, is when will the line return? We had some news break on that yesterday, so I'll go over that with you here this morning too as well. Catch you up on the timeline. According to the Cowboys Daily, Micah Parsons is out of his walking boot. Despite that, he's been progressing and returned to practice where he did light rehab work. This with the resistant bands per Patrick Walker. Parsons likely won't play Sunday against the Lions, but he's expected back after the bye week, which is important because we got the Niners at the Pant Stadium week 7. So if you got specific questions, throw them up in there. Let's get them answered for you. Joe says, what's going on? I'm the only one on YouTube sharing. Appreciate that, man. Sometimes it be like that. It only be one of you leading the trail, blazing the trail. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's only one of us blazing the trail. Everybody else wants to copy concepts. Everybody wants to be in a copycat league. They want to copy the leader. They want to follow the leader. Well, if that's you, do me a favor. Turn on your notifications, baby. You're going to follow the leader today. Drake says, Lewis versus St. Brown. That's more exciting than Tyson. And that other guy, talking about Jake Paul, that's right. We still have the Jake Paul fight that's coming up with AT&T Stadium and Mike Tyson. Y'all know Mike Tyson is a Dallas Cowboys fan, so if you see me sharing that kind of content here, that's the reason why. But if you're wondering how to watch the game, shout out to my boy West Coast. He called me and said, man, you should put something together to help everybody figure out like how to watch the game. Are y'all having a problem trying to figure out how to stream the game or watch the game every week when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys? Let me know down there below. I wanted to come up with this little diagram here. Special shout out to my girl Kales at the Intels. We'll be live here tomorrow for the pregame show. 9 a.m. on the West Coast. You know the best coast. It'll be 12 noon on the East Coast. We'll be live for the Week 6 Detroit versus Cowboys pregame show tomorrow. But she always gets this mapped and share it. So I just took it and added the streaming options to it and made it a piece of content that you could share. So if you could share this with some folks that are trying to figure out, like, how do you watch the game? Because look, you can't be inboxing me the day of the game as a Cowboy fan saying, how do I watch the game? Like, if you haven't done that already, are you really like a fan? Like, are you really tapped in with your game, with your team? If you got to wake up on Sunday morning and figure out where to stream, at what time to stream the game, are you really a fan? Well, I wanted to put this together. Maybe, hopefully, this will help some fans out there, especially those sleepyheads that like to wake up, because we know everybody ain't built different. Yeah, we got this up so that way you can check it out. I posted it on Instagram as well, too. Nicole says, I have a problem with the amount of money I pay to watch their games. Ooh, we're going to open up a whole nother can of worms. Yeah, there is a definitely, between Peacock, YouTube, Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime, NFL Plus, ESPN Plus, Disney Plus, you name it. Like, is it just, it seems like you have to go to a different platform every week to be able to watch a game, especially if you're like up here in the Pacific Northwest, where we normally will get all the Seahawks games on local programming. Now, when the Cowboys are nationally programmed like this game this week, we'll normally get it. But sometimes when it's not a game of the week or whatnot, we're trying to figure out how to stream. But I'm with you. It is very, very expensive. I think my boy West Coast said it seems like it costs more money to watch a game now than it does. It seems like, he said, it seems like it's cheaper to go to a game and watch it than it is to stream it now. Do you feel that? I know parking at AT&T Stadium is more than a standing room only ticket. The damn parking like $200. Shout out to my guy King Sharon, official sponsor here with Red Hawk Builders. Yeah, he showed me you pay $200 for parking, man. The standing room only ticket is only about $140, $150, right? Alan Webb, is some of your hurt defense players coming back this Sunday? Haven't heard. Well, who is your team? First of all, Alan, since you over here, it seems like you're doing research. Let me know, and I'll answer your question. Sarah says, I watch at a bar on Dofu. It's not on simple because I'm not paying that much money. Yeah, Dofu Sports app. Shout out to our guy, Mike Rock, Gym Rat of the Year 2023. Gym Rat of the Year introduced us to Dofu Sports app. That's DOFU, as you see. Sarah's got it right here. So if you're in the neck of the woods, you have no streaming option. All you got is a device and a Wi-Fi signal. You can download the Dofu app and watch the game there. Now, you're going to be turning it on and turning it off and closing it and opening it because it's going to be losing signal. It's not going to be a steady thing, but you will be able to watch it. So I see what you're doing out there, Sarah. Thank you for sharing that. The TV app, yeah, there's a ton of free options. Meth Stream, Stream East. There's a lot of things out there that are available for you to stream the game for free, but I don't promote that because I'm not going to promote, trying to rob the game in the NFL because, you know what I mean? Some of y'all might try to rob the game of BG over here, and I don't like that. I don't want y'all to, I'm not going to do that to the NFL, so I don't want y'all to do that for me. Joey Santana says free. Yeah, not everybody is technically inclined, though. Not everybody knows how to get to the free content. Maybe if somebody would like to come up here that is an expert on that, maybe we could get us an expert guest up on the show to be able to help us to do that. So if you know somebody out there is an expert when it comes to streaming Cowboys games, we want to get in the know with them. So that way we can get everybody educated. What up, Larry? I see you. Appreciate you tapping in. Joe says, I stream all the Cowboys game on my computer in Italy. Can I say the name on here? I don't want to get blocked. I'm not going to block you. It's going to be up to Facebook. Joey Santana says, park at Texas Live. Yeah, you can go up to Texas Live and watch the game. You can pull up to Lot 11. Shout out to Cowboys Life family. Y'all know my boy Big Bros Barbecue over there. They got a watch party going there. Cowboys Life family at Lot 11. Go over there and holler at my boy Big Bro. You can watch it. There's a ton of options you can do it, but I wanted to put this together because it never fails. It seems like folks don't know how to tap in to the game. So we want to make sure we continue to have solutions for our problems. Remember, I told you there's problem identifiers in our fan base. And then there's solution identifiers. I like to consider myself a solutional type leader. You know what I mean? I'm very intentional with what I do in creating content over here. I'm not just stealing concepts from other creators. I don't share a bunch of everybody else's content. I will share some folks that I follow off Instagram, like the Cowboys Daily or Dallas Cowboys Squad, or some of those when it comes to breaking news, because I'm on Instagram a lot. And like I said, if you're on Instagram, make sure if you love the 88s, any 88s at all, I need you to come over there and give me a follow on 88 behavior. What's going on with these two reels right there? Okay, there we go. We got the pictures back up. So make sure you go follow 88 behavior, the only source on Instagram for Dallas Cowboys. 88 behavior. We got all of the 88s. Bunch of we got a heavy dose of CD, obviously, because he's the active 88 right now. But there's a lot of videos of Michael Irvin, past and present. We got some videos over there of my favorite guy, Drew Pearson. You know, the original 88. So you can go over there and check that out. Make sure you come over there and support and get involved. We're going to be doing some raffles over there. I already put up some raffle posts and got some feedback from everybody on Instagram on 88 behavior. So we'll be doing some 88 jersey raffles over there. I got a CD Lamb jersey and I got a Michael Irvin jersey up for raffle. So look for those. That'll be an exclusive 88 behavior raffle. And speaking of raffles, I got another raffle going up this morning in OAT. It's going to be a blue CD Lamb jersey. So if you're interested in a CD Lamb raffle jersey, it'll be $25 per raffle ticket. We'll have 10 entries. I'll be listing that jersey in our group after I get off the live. So if you're an OAT, make sure you come over there and check it out. We had our Drew Pearson raffle up recently. So congratulations to our winner, Nicole Craig. She's already got her shipping. My plug, as soon as you win, it gets mailed to you for free. I mean, name another fucking creator ain't charging you shipping. Intentional, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm intentional. So if you're looking for somebody that's very intentional with their work and cares about what they do, you want to support the content over here on Build Different Groups. So y'all look for that raffle. As it comes out, it'll be in OAT after I get off. And quick plug, if you drink, because you know you got to drink or smoke to be a Cowboys fan, we still have the Claim the Crown competition going on. I've got this 2024 limited edition Crown Royal bottle here with the Cowboys bag and everything. How do you win? Well, you just got to be a subscriber. That's number one. There'll be more information coming out on the bye week as we do Supporter Saturday during the bye week next weekend. Jane says, get a Fire Stick and get the Mill TV app, and you will be all the games for $10. There, yeah, there's a whole myriad of ways to get to games out there. And I'm looking for maybe one expert in our fan base that really knows all the gadgets, bells, and whistles when it comes to streams. And if that's you, I'd like to invite you up on personally. I'll let somebody else tell you how to do it. It just won't be me. Sarah says, I normally don't have issues really unless it's Thursday night. Yeah, that's the Amazon Prime. Joe Tranchina says, crack stream is the best on one. It's free. Okay, there we go. Some more inputs coming in. Drake says, cable and apps watching my Cowboys. Joey says, I pay for Fios TV so I don't stream, or I go to the bar or fly to Dallas. Yeah, you know, it's almost cheaper to fly to Dallas and watch a game now and go to a game than it is to have all the apps that you need to be able to watch your Cowboys at home, is it not? It almost seems that way. Nicole says, a lot of Dallas Cowboys pages straight up steal your content. They don't even share your post. I call them out when I see it. It's a copycat league, man. I told you about 100,000 you fake goofy-ass fans looking for concepts and ideas because you can't use your brains. You ain't got no brains. You ain't got no conflict resolution skills. None of that. You're right. It's a copycat league, baby. And when you out front and you blazing the trail by yourself, folks is going to copy what the fuck you doing. But thank you for always supporting Nicole, and thank you for always calling out the creators. What I like to do is if I share somebody's work here, I'm not going to slap my logo over somebody else's content with their logo already on it, because I know that's how some of y'all fuckers do out there. Y'all will take a piece of content, then you'll put your logo right over the top of it because you're too lazy to create your own shit. You ain't got enough intent. You ain't intentional enough. Joey says, the Cowboys are always on regular TV on the East Coast. 4 of the first 6 games have been on TV. Yeah, you know, the Cowboys know how to draw a crowd. You know, if you're ever wondering, like, how did the Cowboys get 7 primetime games this year anyway? They get on average 5. And for everybody that says, why do they play the fucking Cowboys? Because y'all don't ever fucking win on primetime anyway. Why the fuck do you care? Because all you're going to do is watch whether we win or lose. Most haters don't like watching their own team. They pay attention to the Dallas Cowboys more. And there's 7 primetime games that we got lined up. We've already had 2 this season, right? Back to back. Pittsburgh, and then Thursday Night Football. We still got 5 more. We got the San Francisco 49ers coming up week 7. That's a prime time game. So while you're at it, if you're in the Pacific Northwest, you need to come out and hang out with me and my guy, Mike Rock. We're going to be live in the building at the press box. Week 6 versus the Lions, the meetup group. Shout out to all of our Dallas Cowboy fans in the Pacific Northwest meetup group. Come and hang out with us. There will be no Seahawks there. You know, they plays on Thursday night. It's not going to be crowded. Traffic shouldn't be that bad. Parking shouldn't be that bad. I look forward to seeing y'all there. Come hang out with my guy Mike Rock and I as we watch the game there at the press box. That's where we'll be at, especially for all the Cowboy games, with the exception of when me and my guy Mike Rock will be traveling to ATL. So peace up, A-Town down. Shout out to all of them Cowboy fans down there in ATL. We'll see y'all week 8. Exactly. Big Val, you know, brains, no brains. Joey says, BG, the TV app is simple to use. Okay. I'm sure it is, y'all. I'm sure there's 100 different ways you could watch the Cowboys free. I'm sure there is. But if you know somebody that's an expert in that area when it comes to streaming and things like that, we want to know who they are. I'll get them up on here and let them tell you better than I can. Sylvia says, since I'm in a DFW, watching DC games is not an issue. However, I have to watch Thursday games. I just haven't wrapped my head around paying to watch football. Well, you're going to pay one way or the other. I mean, even if you're watching it on free antenna on local TV, you still got to pay for the power at your house. You still got to pay for the power to watch it. So if you're watching it for free, literally, you're not watching it for free because you got to pay for the power. I thought I'd just throw that in there right quick. Junior says, them haters say they can't stand the Cowboys, but watch the whole game. Yeah, they was. That's why I went live before the end of the Pittsburgh game last week. I said, you know what? I'm gonna start stunting early. I'm gonna go live because y'all know my rule of thumb: win, lose, or tie, BG gonna go live. And so right before the game was over, 4th and 1, y'all seen the video. I went live. It could have went one of two ways. It could have went really bad for me, or could have went the way that it did. But that's when you know you're intentional. That's when you know you love this team. And that's when you know anybody who follows this page, if you've ever questioned my loyalty to this team, then you just don't know me well enough. You haven't been following me well enough. So if you're brand new here and you're in my comments saying this, that, or other than the third, you know, you really need to turn on your notifications and you need to watch, because reading is fundamental here on BDG. So quick plug, if you haven't given stars already, give stars. Our top stars prize is Emmitt Smith. Who knows why Emmitt Smith is so important in the month of October? Top stars grand prize this month is this custom Emmitt Smith autographed jersey with a COA, you know, Hall of Fame inscription. Y'all see the GOAT hanging out with me here. Shout out to my guy, Park Ranger, who won the grand prize last month in September. He won the CEV shades from CEO, or the CEO shades from CEV, rather. Let me get that right. So shout out to CEV. Shout out to my plug over there, Jamal, you know, brother of Jalen Smith. You know what I mean? We still down with the CEV brand, you know, to the soil. So congrats to winning those prizes last month. This month is a custom Emmitt Smith jersey mailed directly to you free of charge. So get your stars in. Make sure you donate stars. If you do, you know they're not in vain. All stars matter in the month of October. Kelly says, I'm loving how several clubs are pinging out for Sunday's game. Thank you for bringing that up. October is Crucial Catch Month. I don't think I've said that here this month yet. It's about 11 days in. I'm a little behind on that. So shout out to all of the cancer survivors out there. Make sure you go get tested. Cancer has affected my family, so I understand what goes on with that. And, you know, so if you're wearing pink, yeah, that's good. Get your pink on. It is Crucial Catch Month. With the NFL, we got Salute the Service Month coming up in November. But I've been promoting Domestic Violence Month here in the month of October, because October is also the month for domestic violence. Yeah, y'all remember when I told y'all I took a couple of days? Nobody asked me that question. Nobody threw up no stars. Nobody wanted to ask me why I took a 2-day hiatus from BDG and Facebook all in general. That was the first mental health break I think I took in about 3 years. Yeah, October is also Domestic Violence Month. So we want to make sure that, you know, while we're getting abused by Jerry Jones and his team from the media and from television programming and from the haters in our own fan base, you know, you got to stand tall, baby. Sometimes you're going to have to take a 2-day mental health break. Man, I had to get my fantasy football lineups right, y'all. That's what it was really about. And thankfully, you know, I came away with 3 big dubs. Yeah, I needed those 3 dubs because this time last season in my fantasy football lineups, y'all, I crashed and burned. I started ghost riding the whip. I started neglecting my lineups. I wasn't playing. All 3 of the leagues I was in was for money. I was upset. There was some things going on I couldn't have no control over. But, man, I had to take a 2-day mental health break, baby. This was for my fantasy football lineups. I mean, what y'all thought? You know what I mean? No, I needed to get my fantasy football shit together. I had to really go sit down and take a look at that. So if you're in the top fantasy football league, shout out to my top fans. I just had our guest on the show yesterday, Tiffany Roderick. Had to serve her a big fat L. She jumped out on me early. I thought she was going to give me a big fat L. But sometimes in fantasy football, that's how it works out. You know, and when you do your research and when you do your, when you actually focus, I couldn't be distracted by everything that was going on with the Cowboys. I had to focus on my fantasy football lineup. So that's why I took that 2-day hiatus, in case you was wondering. And thank you. Yes, Kelly, stay strong. All those affected in prayers. Thank you for everybody that reached out on our post to let us know you are okay. Make sure, if you are not aware, Hurricane Milton, Hurricane Helene have came through and fucked up shit in Florida. Make sure you call and check on your folks out there. But stay strong. Prayers up for Florida. Thank you. What up, Marty? I see you. How you doing? Sarah says her mom is a survivor 3 times. Wow. Big ups to moms. Whoo. And Berry Hill's built different over there. You know what I mean? Shout out to moms over there. That's what I'm talking about. Joe says he's got Dallas winning 40-25. I don't know about the Dallas Cowboys scoring 40 points. I think there will be a lot of points scored in this game. But I don't know if the Dallas Cowboys are going to put 40 on Detroit. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. So while you're at it, as we get ready to wrap up the show here, do me a favor, throw up your score predictions in the comments below. We're going to have a pregame show with my girl Kelly here tomorrow. You see Kels with the Intels tapping in here with us. We'll be live at 9 a.m. on the West Coast and 12 noon on the East Coast. And so that'll go up as soon as the raffle goes up in OAT, so you can check that out. And lastly, Sylvia says, I lost the only child in October 2000. I always check out and leave the area. Then mom, BD in October, who passed from cancer. Wow, you've had a lot of cancer affect you. I tip my hat to you. Prayers up to you, especially out to all the survivors. You know what I mean? It's cancer does not discriminate. You know what I mean? So make sure you check on your folks out there in Florida and make sure you throw up your score predictions. My name's BG. I appreciate y'all tapping in to Cowboys Unifier this morning. Thank you. You gave me a like, a comment, or a share. Like I said, that's called social currency. If you want to ensure this content stays on your timeline, you've got to do one of those 3. You've got to either like, comment, or share. But when you do all 3, it'll guarantee that my content stays in front of your timeline. I gave y'all my reactions on the Thursday Night Football. I told y'all I had the San Francisco 49ers over the Seahawks. That was a dub. Yeah, you see I had to circle that on my picks right there. That's a dub. Every time I get the dub, I put the circle on there. And when I get it wrong, I put a red X. So last week I was 9-5. So I got a 56% win rate for the season. If you want to come over there and compete with me every week, do me a favor. If you're a Cowboy fan, join my group, OAT. Come in there and get in those picks. And we'll see how they shake out for the rest of the season. And speaking of picks, like I said, reminder, I do have the Detroit Lions over the Cowboys this week, but I hope I am wrong. I hope I am wrong. But happy Friday to everybody out there. Hope y'all have a great Friday afternoon. Like we said, we'll be live tomorrow for the post-game or the pregame show for week 6. Kales with the Intels and I will be live. Make sure you turn on your notifications. Thank you for all of the social currency. Thank you. You gave you stars. And lastly, if you really enjoy the content and you know I'm really intentional over here and you really appreciate what I do and you're not one of goofy ass fucking fans over here trying to wait for me to be wrong, do me a favor. Hit that button down there below and become a subscriber, $4.99 a month, and get your chance to claim the crown. There's only one of one, and there's only going to be one winner when it comes to the crown. And more information will follow on that during the bye week. And then lastly, before we get out of here, we got Stoney Kirsch going to be joining us October 19th at 2 p.m. You want to learn how to win 2 tickets to the Texans-Cowboys game in November on the 19th? Well, tap in October 19th. Stoney Kirsch will be a special guest. He'll be telling you about his social media challenge and how you can win 2 tickets to the Texans-Cowboys game, get a tour of his home, be able to park your ride at his car, at his house, and he's going to take you in his Cowboys vehicles to and from the game. There's no other creator out there that's doing this kind of work for you, that's bringing you this kind of opportunities, bringing you this kind of prizes, connecting you to these types of people in the fan base. Boy, if you don't know BG's intentional, I don't know. Maybe you need to go back and check out them videos, man. But y'all have a great day. We'll see y'all in the gym on the next episode.
There now. After lights, the party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.